Hi, Bonnie.
Hello, Bonnie.
Hey, good morning, you guys. Thank you for getting up so early to talk about this intriguing movie.
Happy to.
It's
What
all
was
good.
it? Oh, good. Very exciting. I mean, wow. I don't know where to even start because I don't know what initially got your attention when you saw this script. It must have been just I got to do this.
Yeah, first for me it was Richard Kelly, the director, screenwriter, who I really was a fan of Donnie Darko, his first film, and also Southland Tales, which was his second film. And I just thought as a filmmaker he was so unique and had such a clearly distinctive voice. So I really wanted to work with him. And then the script, I felt that there was so many layers to it. There was so much about it that I kept discovering each time I read it and contemplated it later, that I just thought that it would be such a great opportunity to, sort of get lost in this world for this period of time and see what kind of, story we could tell.
Yeah, and James, it's let's face it, Norma and Arthur, they're pretty well a couple that people can pretty well relate to. The happy couple, and then this dilemma comes into their lives. Did you find them relatable, and that what would you do in this kind of a situation?
I definitely found them relatable. They're sort of middle class, good people with values and good parents, and I think between the difference between Norma and Arthur is that that Arthur is a scientist. He works for NASA. He's very logical. He's very pragmatic. And when this creepy man shows up with this box saying if you press the button someone dies but you'll get $1 million, I mean he immediately wants to. He's like, what? This is a gag. I want to take it apart and see that there's no way that this could even happen. He wouldn't even know, So
right.
I come from a very sort of, logical, practical place, and I actually essentially I would be that way in real life as well.
Yeah.
I'm not really superstitious, and that's one kind of contrasting difference between I don't want to speak for Cameron, but her character and mine, and I think that's that would probably mimic a lot of people's relationships out there. And that's really the point, is to have these two characters be the audience's eyes, and anybody seeing the film
right.
would be these two characters sitting there with this opportunity in front of them.
Absolutely, and then of course it really does raise the question of morals. It makes us all think about why do we do what we do? Mm-hmm. Are we not pressing buttons every day of our life?
All day long. Every decision we make is there's a consequence to it, whether you just choose to go right on the road or left on the road. No matter what decision you make all day long, there's a consequence to it, every word spoken. And, that's really heavy, and contemplating that, is difficult. It's really about sort of, we think mostly about those decisions as, first it's I don't want to do anything that hurts me. Personally, physically,
right.
I'm not going to step out in front of a car. Then you go to, I don't want to hurt anybody around me, people that I care about. Then it goes out, well, I don't want to do anything that's bad for the community. Then it goes out, I don't want to do anything bad for the country. And then it goes out, I don't want to do anything bad for the world. But it doesn't.
Yeah.
But the last bit, there's a lot from here to there, from me to the world. But every decision we make all day long, no matter whether it's you at this moment that it affects you immediately and you can see it, it ultimately does affect everything in the world. It
right.
does have a ripple effect all the way out to the edges of everything that we're a part of in this universe.
Absolutely.
And so that's a lot to take in, so it's easy to just go, it's a button, and if you push it, you get $1 million and somebody dies.
Right.
So.
Yeah, it really makes you think, like, whoa, what would you do? That's for sure. A lot of discussion will be after this film, that's for sure. Are you guys fans of the genre? Do you like scary films, like the psychological thrillers? Because I find those scarier than the blood and guts movies.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
I prefer them over the scary films, the blood and guts as well. And I'm all for sci-fi. I love a good sci-fi. I love a good psychological thriller. It's definitely a genre that I enjoy. I also think sci-fi is sort of, for me, it's the intellectual, creative mind's way of trying to find the answers to the existential questions. It's that, where do we come from? Why are we here? Where are we going? What are our possibilities? What makes me who I am? And that's all or that's in sci-fi. It's answered through and it's answered through all these questions that aren't necessarily of this world, but that's religion as well.
Well, best of luck, you guys, with this film.
Wait, hold on.
You're really zen this morning, Cameron.
This happens all day long.
Best of luck, you guys, with this. I'm sure it'll do really well, and always great talking to the both of you.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
Thank
Take care. Bye-bye.